Hey guys, this is Monkey from the MurderMinersHub, and I'm bringing you another episode of Critical. I know it's been a while, there hasn't been too much to talk about, so, you know, channel's been moving a little bit slow. Hopefully that'll pick up as soon as the update comes out. But, this is kind of like a pretty interesting Critical, because I kind of want to know what a lot of people think about this one, and, that is moving the game to other platforms. Right now, as you know, the new systems have both been revealed. PS4 and the Xbox One. We now know they're both coming on the holiday. But one thing that's weird is that the Xbox One, while it supports the Unity engine, will not allow for self-publishing. Whereas the PS4, Wii U, Steam, everything else allows for self-publishing. But for some reason, Microsoft is still refusing to allow self-publishing, and no one knows if they're going to have an indie game service. They had Build recently, which, is a conference for developers, but, like, yeah, we made the Unity engine, but it's for Microsoft sponsored people, so it's like, okay, what the hell's the point? So, until Microsoft gets that sorted, and since the next gen's coming out, I think they should port it over to the PS4 and maybe even the Wii U. Maybe even the Vita, even. And I'm saying this because they're making the iPhone version, and the iPhone version is built off of Unity. And Unity 4 pretty much supports every device known to man. So they have the base of the game already. So the base of the game's already on Unity. Now it's the job of porting it over to support those other systems. And I mean, it could do a lot of great things too. Like if it comes to PS4, they have 7 gigs of RAM to play with compared to the 512 megabytes they do on the Xbox. So map sizes could be just insanely big. It could finally support vehicles because right now the size of the maps, let's be honest, will never be able to support vehicles. It's way too small. Um, it just will not work properly, I think. And I mean, it expands the player base too. Yeah, you'd still have the Xbox 360 version, and hopefully somewhere down the line there's going to be an Xbox One version if Microsoft decides to get their head out of their ass when it comes to self-publishing. But moving the game onto other platforms gives the game more exposure, and that's what the game, not just the game, that's what J-Force needs in general. Cause yeah, I'm pretty sure we all love Murder Miners. I mean, whoever's watching is probably subscribed to the hub and everything, but they make other games too, and it's better not to just be restricted down to the Xbox Live indie game ghetto, which it is now, because like we have J-Force Games making Murder Miners Unstoppable. We got Barker's Crest who makes some of the cool Avatar games, and then we have Sequence came out like forever ago, and that was a great game that eventually made it onto Steam. But there's just a few games, and they're all restricted to some weird corner of Xbox Live, and they just never really do well, and they have to be built with restrictions on. It's just a really bad system. So, getting on more platforms, getting rid of those restrictions, having the game be there just like any other game would, it's going to increase the sales, it's going to get J-Force more popular, which I think is definitely needed. And, just in general, it would be a good thing. And speaking of J-Force, this brings me to my next point. I have talked to them about this, but first I want to kind of go back to the pitting it on the platforms thing. While I was talking to them, they said, you know, they kind of want to start concentrating on other things rather than porting the game to other platforms. But if they ever found someone who could port it to other platforms, they said they would probably go for it. At least that's what I got from the conversation. So, I mean, if anyone's good at porting, games on Unity to other platforms, or if you're a good coder, they are looking for people. So, I mean, if you want to work cheap or if you want to work pro bono just for some experience, contact JForce and stuff about that. They might be interested. Just send over, what you got and see where it goes from there. But speaking of JForce, this is the next point I want to touch on, and that is the game and their website need a relaunch badly. I talked to them about this too. The game is fine, but I think it needs a relaunch showing off all the new features, matchmaking, etc., making the game look a lot cleaner. Because right now from the trailers, it looks great, but the trailers don't really, I guess, convey too much greatness. You would say it's like, oh hey, that kind of looks like a cool Halo game, but you don't really get anything besides that. I mean, it's a lot more than just, oh hey, it's another Halo game, but there's not too much of that being conveyed in the trailers, and they don't really show off too many of the features either. Like, in the new, like, if they do a relaunch, like a 2.0 relaunch, show the sword, show the grappling hook, show the matchmaking, show all the stuff, show the new user interface which they're working on, just everything. Show map making mode, just make it look nice, clean, have some really nice music. Then you got yourself a great trailer there. That'll probably get a few more people interested. And then they really need to relaunch their website. I'm sure if you guys go to JForce Games, like it doesn't look bad, but just there's just something about it that I don't know. I guess it kind of irks me and a few other people, but I don't know. It's just a little bit weird. But I just think relaunching the game, relaunching the website, and doing a big ad campaign, hopefully for Greenlight 2 to get the game on Steam. Because if you guys didn't know, Guncraft recently got passed. And I'm not gonna insult the developer or anything like that, but that game got passed, and I played both of them. Personally, I do prefer Murder Miners, but like the Guncraft guys, like they did so many ad campaigns, they got on a lot of news outlets and stuff, like, and I kind of want to see more effort by, I guess, the community and J-Force to get that done. Like, I know right now it's not a good time, so that's probably why J-Force hasn't done it. Because, right now the game is incomplete, and advertising at that stage is not a good idea. So when they hit that content complete goal, I think there should be a huge ad campaign, It'd be awesome. Like, just try to get that game on Steam as hard as they can, so they just kind of rake in the money. And, yeah, other than that, I really don't have too much to talk about, but, yeah, hopefully we can start getting more videos out to you guys. I'm very sorry that we've kind of been a little bit slow, way slower than we used to be. Um, but we're definitely gonna start picking things up soon. And yeah, I mean it's pretty interesting where this game's heading. And again, if you have any programming experience and you really like this game and you think you can help, or maybe when J-Force decides to leave Murder Miners behind, which it will happen eventually, if you think, hey, I'm good enough with Unity and I can port this game over, maybe support it myself working with J-Force, uh, just contact them. Like, see it. Especially if you want to work pro bono and get some experience, that's a great way to do it. Just help, like, you guys could help in any way you can, even if you can't program. You could help by using that tell your friends feature of the game. Just try to help as if you really like the game, if you subscribe to this channel and everything. What I'm saying is just help in any way you possibly can. The game's not in like dire need of it, but this game could be so much more, but we need more players. So, if just any way you guys could help, just always think about that because this is an indie game and you guys can make a difference. It's not, I play Halo, I'm me and like these group of like 20 other people or like just such a small voice and the voice of 3 million. You guys have a voice that J-Force hears. They respond to you on MurderMiners.com. They respond to you on JForceGames.com. They listen to the community. So again, help in any way you can. Use the tell your friends feature. Contact J-Force about things that you think might help them or opportunities. It's just I just kind of want to see the community do a lot more. I mean, the league tournaments are really cool. I do think that's pretty awesome. But I just want to see a little bit more community involvement that's not just the league stuff. And I mean, that's just my opinion. But yeah, Tell me what you guys think about this video, the whole moving to other platforms in next generation. The whole J-Force relaunch and then the opportunity to help them out. I'd really like to hear your guys' opinions about that. But yeah, thank you guys for watching yet another episode of Critical. We'll try to get more videos out, and thank you for watching.